welcome. Happy November the 9th on a Thursday. This is going to be a Thursday reading for all of you. I know that this is going to be very interesting of how it goes, understanding how it kind of understanding how everything is, and this is how it seems to be. So remember how it goes. Remember how it kind of seems to be that perfection, understanding about what's going on and who's doing this, and it's simple as that. So think about that. Think about how it seems to be, knowing from your ways and understanding about how it goes. So think about how it is, understanding about what's going on, and we believe about what's happening. Understanding the way of how you can do it. It's the way of how you can feel, the way how you act, the way how you uh, understanding of what's happening through your own situation. Believe about what's happening, because seeing is believing, believing is seeing, and when you do that, you understand about that. It's the perfection, it's the way of life, it's the way of how you can understanding how it is, and it seems to be how it goes. It's that way of that perfection. It's the way of how you can progress, the way how you can manifest your own decisions. That's what the cards are saying. So, this is what I'm saying, and I hope that this is going to be very good. Just remember that give this video a like and a comment, and we're going to get started. So, we're going to look at the left side, we're going to look at the right side, we're going to figure out what's happening, and then that's how it is. Okay, so give it a like, give it a comment, and let's begin. Alright, so we're going to look at the left side, we're going to look at the right side. The left side is the wolf. You are safe and protected. That's how it seems to be for that one. That's not bad. And the right side you have buffalo. Be thankful for all you have. That's how it seems to be, right? You're going to understand what's happening through your own baseline, understand about how you can do it, understand about how the system works and everything else. So you can see it how it is, believe it or not, and this is how it is. So I'll put these cards over here for a second, and then we're going to look through the situation, because this is how it goes, okay? It's the way of how it seems to be, the way how you can feel it, the way how you can understand the way of how it is, and this is how it seems to be, okay? So let's see. Okay, so you have the Queen of Cups, which represents Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Ah, the Five of Cups represents Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Then you have King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And over here you have the Two of Wands is reversed. That's interesting. And in the middle card you have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, see, this is why you're not listening to each other. You're not winning. You don't know which direction you're gonna go. This is how it seems to be for that. It's mindful that this is very interesting reading, because you have these two that are reversed. That's interesting. Let's see what's opposite for those cards. You have the King of Water is trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. Exactly, that's how it seems to be for Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And this one over here, you have Six of Water is memories from your history or childhood. Issues regarding children. Romanticizing the past. That's how it seems to be for that one, okay? And that represents Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So this is interesting. You have all the water signs in this picture. That's so bizarre in this picture. But you believe about how the centerpiece is. Now, what I mean by a centerpiece is where things can be in the middle, right? Everything is in the middle. Everything can be all great. but things can go a different way, a different angle, a different outcome. And when you do, you do, right? There's times like these where we get to what we want and what we're going to do. And there are times where we could get to whatever we decide to do. So, we always in time to understand what's going on. You know, it's simple as that. As a matter of fact, that's how it is. But let's continue, shall we? So this is how the reading goes. Now you know, okay, well, now we're going to get all the upright cards. Yes, we do. Because we're going to figure this out where we believe that this is all the water signs here. These are the reverse cards, so this is very different too. So I'll put them over here for a second. Now we're going to figure out saying, okay, well, now we're going to see what's opposite of these cards here. Now, I'm not going to brag, but we're going to look at this one, we're going to look at this one. Now, we don't know who these are, so I'm going to just do that opposite there, that opposite there, and we're going to see that. Ah, the Nine of Fire is, don't give up, protect that which you have created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Exactly, that's how it seems to be for that one. Okay, so we know that basically that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And this one over here, you have the Eight of Earth is skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school, And so that's why we have the Earth signs is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So in the way of how that is, you always have that manifestation where you have fire signs, earth signs, and you have water signs. It's simple as that, where everything can be all issued, all real romantic, in that way. But you have to figure that out. You have to figure that this is a moment of time, basically. Because in a moment of time, you think, okay, well, everything else is all fine and dandy. It is. But you have to believe about that system. You believe about the magic. You believe about what's happening through the situation. If you're having a good day, fine. If you're having a bad day, what's wrong with the cards? What's wrong with the reading? So you have to figure that out. It's the way of how you can understand of what's happening. It's the way of how it is. It's the way of how my information will go through. And you pay attention to that. You pay attention of what's happening and who's doing this and what's going on, and you do that, right? So this is how it seems to be. Now, I'm not going to do a whole, a not a long reading, but I'm just going to do a little bit of the reading so we understand about that. Okay, now we're going to do this as a way of how it is, way how it goes, because we're going to understand that this is how it seems to be. So let's see, let's see. So we're going to figure out what's behind between this system, and let's see what the moonology is. This one on the left side. New moon in Libra. Know you are loved. Okay, so that's how it seems to be, right? So you have an air sign. It's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but you have the air sign. And the opposite, last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. That's how it is for that one. You decide about how it is. So now we know for a fact that this is air signs are doing it. Interesting. But at the bottom of the deck of this deck here, you have with full moon in Aquarius would be real, right? You have first quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. There's full moon in Leo is go wild. There's that system of how it is, right? So about that way. At the bottom of this deck here and this deck over here. So at the bottom of the deck you have The Eight of Swords is upright. You have the Queen of Pentacles is upright. You know, there's a way of how that is where you have to progress that. Progressing is one way, the progressing is the other. And this one at the bottom of this situation here, it is where you have, you have the fire signs that are very upright. So you understand that feeling where you always have that baseline. It's the system where we always do, right? I think in my own past where, it's simple where I make, I'll say this something to my viewers. Sometimes when I make videos, they always be very good, right? And when I look at myself on TV, for example, I think, oh my God, I'm on TV. Okay, I'm going to watch myself. It is in a way because I want to know if I'm doing it correctly. I think my own past where, yes, sometimes we always have that way of interesting of how it is. I think my own way of we can create our own system rather than having a bad day or having a worse day, a worse outcome. That's why when I make these videos, I want to know about how my viewers are doing. How are they accepting what they are, because let's face it, when I'm Scorpio, sometimes Scorpio energy for me, sometimes I get very angry, annoyed, agitated, or there's something that is wrong, right? And it happens. It happens when it is, right? I sometimes, feel emotional. And when you get emotional, it's very interesting of how it goes. I make sure that everything will be all piece of cake and everything will be fine, right? I always say this in my videos, but I'll say it anyway. Slow and steady wins the race. And, it's a good motto, motto, and it's a good way, it's a good start because you have to go slow. You can't go fast. You can't because you're going to get exhausted and you're going to run out of energy. But if you keep going slow and slow and slow, you will win the race. It's like the tortoise and the hare. It's a book that maybe you guys probably seen or read before. The tortoise is the hare is probably a heron is like a bird, right? It can fly so much and go from start, middle, and end. The tortoise is the turtle, and the turtle only goes slow until it gets to the end. So that's why when I do these videos for all my fans out there, all my viewers, you have to pay attention to whether you're going to have a nice day, you know, because when I do this as a wonderful feeling, it makes the time go fast. I'm talking to my viewers out there. I knowing what the energy level is, I kind of understand that feeling. It's the system where we always have that life experience. It's the system where we engage about what's happening through our own world, our own beliefs, our own abilities. And it happens, right? It's the system where we always be proud about ourselves. It's that way, right? So while we are continuing this this reading, I'm just going to do a little bit of the reading, a little bit, see what's going on with the reverse cards. See who's following you in the playing card situation, and then the video will be ending soon. So this is how I'm trying to explain this to all of you, okay? Sometimes when you have emotionals, okay, like your emotionals are kind of like your emojis, right? Now, now while you have emojis, you think that you're going to be all happy, happy, happy. But sometimes when you have, if you're angry, if you're upset, if you're annoyed, if you have, um, what's the word, feeling anxious or being worried or having fear or anything, you have to impose about what the cards are saying. Because like I say, I am overall just a reader. and just telling you what's happening. It's the way of how we progress, we understand the feeling, and it's it's how it is because this is not like Bye Bye Birdie. It's not that kind of show. It's not how that is. But we're going to identify how it is, and then this is almost like the end of the reading situation. So this is how it seems to be because it's interesting. It's interesting of how it goes. So this is how it is. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna do a little quick of a reading here, but the playing cards is following you. And then basically for that, then we're going to get everything all right, and then the video will be ending soon. So while we are going to take care of this, we got the air signs, okay? So Libra and Gemini, they are probably doing it. So we have Nine of Fire, we have Eight of Earth, we have the Five of Cups upright, we have Queen of Cups is upright, we have the King of Cups upright, the Six of Waters upright, and then we have the King of Waters upright. Okay, so we have that. Now we know exactly what the heck is going on with the two of Wands reversed, and we have the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles reversed as well. Okay, so now we know about how that is. Now we know exactly what's happening. All right, so we're going to figure out what's happening. It is the Two of Water is a relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, a positive resolution of a conflict. Exactly, that's how it is. Okay, so that represents Gemini, or Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The last one over here is Eight of Water, is desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. That's how it seems to be for that one. So, that represents Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So, you have all water signs are following you. That's interesting in this reading. I never. But, you have the fire signs are with you, earth signs. You have the air signs, I think. But this is how it is. Now we're going to figure out what's happening through these playing cards. And let's see. First one is the Four of Hearts, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You have the Four of Clubs. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius for fire signs. Last one, Nine of Hearts is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So you have water signs and you have fire signs are following you in this situation. So that's how it is. Anyway, for this situation, you have the wolf and you have the buffalo as you're safe and protected. Be thankful for all you have from that situation. So before I let you go, you understand what's going on. You understand about that system, that way of how that way it is. So understand that way because you have to understand what's happening, understand about what's going on, understand about how it is because whenever you get the feeling where everything can be going your way, anything can be not so go your way. So you have to remember that when you be happy about what's happening, you understand about that. It's the way of how you can believe in your own self, believe about how everything goes, believe about how it is. So I hope that this reading helps you. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.